Ever feel like a hamster on a wheel, constantly running but not getting anywhere? It's a common sensation in today's fast-paced world. We find ourselves juggling multiple tasks, chasing deadlines, and yet, at the end of the day, we often feel like we've accomplished very little. This chronic sense of overwhelm and the feeling of being overworked is more than just stressful. It's a signal that we are caught in the trap of inefficiency. Inefficiency at work can be a stealthy adversary. It sneaks up on us, disguised as dedication and hard work. It convinces us that the more hours we clock, the more productive we are. But in reality, it's a one-way ticket to burnout city. The constant hustle without significant progress leaves us exhausted, demotivated, and questioning our capabilities. It's a struggle we've all endured. But what if we told you there's a better way to work? Enter Working Smarter, Not Harder by Kiander, a book that proposes a radical shift in how we approach work. Now imagine a world where you're not constantly running on the hamster wheel of never-ending tasks. A world where you can achieve more without burning the midnight oil. That's the world Kiander invites us into with his transformative book. Working Smarter, Not Harder is not just a catchy title, it's a battle cry for a new way of working. Kiander's book challenges the age-old mantra of work harder and instead advocates for working smarter. He provides 18 practical and impactful tips that anyone can implement in their work lives. From the power of prioritization to the art of delegation and automation, Kiander takes us on a journey that promises increased efficiency and well-being. So, are you ready to trade exhaustion for exhilaration? Ready to dive into these 18 transformative tips? First off, let's talk about the power of prioritization. Now, when we say prioritization, what we're really talking about is the art of making decisions. It's about understanding what's important, what's urgent, and what's neither. Kiander, in his insightful book, Working Smarter, Not Harder, emphasizes the importance of focusing on high-impact tasks. Consider this scenario. You have a mountain of tasks to complete. Some of them are important, some are urgent, and some are neither. The common inclination is to start with the easiest task, or the most urgent one. But here's where the power of prioritization comes into play. Instead of diving headfirst into the pile, take a moment to discern which tasks will have the most significant impact on your goals. To illustrate this, let's take a look at a case study. Meet Sarah, a project manager with a seemingly endless list of tasks. She used to work tirelessly, often burning the midnight oil, but still felt like she was playing catch-up. After reading Working Smarter, Not Harder, she decided to implement Kiander's prioritization techniques. She started focusing on the tasks that had the biggest impact on her projects. The result? She was able to achieve more in less time, reduce her stress levels, and even leave the office at a reasonable hour. It's important to understand that not all tasks are created equal. Some tasks might take a lot of time but have little impact, while others might take less time but have a significant impact. By prioritizing high-impact tasks, you're essentially choosing to work smarter, not harder. So the next time you're faced with a daunting to-do list, remember Sarah's story. Take a step back, evaluate your tasks based on their impact, and prioritize accordingly. It might feel unnatural at first, especially if you're used to being in constant go mode. But over time, you'll find that this approach not only saves you time, but also makes your work more meaningful and rewarding. Remember, not all tasks are created equal. Next up, Kiander's time management techniques that can revolutionize your schedule. Picture this. There's a chap, we'll call him Bob. Bob is a hard worker, always burning the midnight oil, but his to-do list seems to grow faster than he can tick things off. Sound familiar? Well, Bob turned things around with a few clever techniques from Kiander. First up, the Pomodoro technique. This nifty little system involves breaking your work into 25-minute chunks, separated by 5-minute breaks. Bob found that this kept his mind fresh and focused. It's like running a marathon. You wouldn't sprint the whole way, would you? No, you'd pace yourself. And that's exactly what the Pomodoro technique helps you do. Then there's the Eisenhower box. This is a simple method of sorting tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. This helped Bob to prioritize effectively and ensure that nothing fell through the cracks. Bob also discovered the power of time blocking. This involves scheduling specific time slots for different tasks or activities throughout the day. By dedicating set times to specific tasks, Bob found he could focus better and get more done. It's like having a meeting with your tasks. You wouldn't stand up your boss for a meeting, so why do it to your tasks? Lastly, Bob embraced the concept of minimalism. By reducing unnecessary tasks and streamlining his work, he was able to focus on what truly mattered. It's not about doing less work, but about doing more of what counts. These techniques transformed Bob's life. He went from feeling like a hamster on a wheel to a maestro conducting his own symphony of productivity. And the best part, you can do it too. So, take a leaf out of Bob's book, try the Pomodoro technique or the Eisenhower box. Experiment with time blocking or embrace minimalism. Remember, it's not about cramming more into your day, it's about making your day work for you. The clock is ticking, but now you're in control. Ever wish for a clone to handle your workload? Well, Kiander has the next best thing. Kiander's prescription for those feeling overwhelmed by tasks is to embrace two powerful tools: delegation and automation. These aren't just buzzwords. They are strategic moves that can significantly lighten your workload, allowing you to focus on the tasks that truly require your unique skills and expertise. Let's start with delegation. Delegation is the art of assigning tasks to others. It's about recognizing that you can't do everything yourself and that there are others who can do certain tasks just as well, if not better than you. Picture a successful CEO. They don't do everything themselves. They delegate tasks to their team, enabling them to focus on strategic decisions that only they can make. Now, delegation can be challenging. It requires trust and letting go of control. But remember this, delegation isn't about abdicating responsibility. It's about sharing responsibility. You're still accountable for the outcomes, but you're sharing the workload. Then we have automation. Automation is about identifying repetitive tasks and setting up systems to do them for you. It's about using technology to your advantage. Think about bill payments. Rather than manually paying each bill every month, you can set up automatic payments. That's automation, and it saves you time and mental energy. Automation isn't just for big corporations. With the myriad of apps and software available today, anyone can automate tasks. From email templates to social media scheduling, there are countless ways you can incorporate automation into your daily routine. So, you see, you don't need a clone. What you need is to master the art of delegation and automation. By doing so, you're not just working harder, you're working smarter. You're leveraging your time and energy, focusing on what truly matters, and increasing your productivity. No clones necessary when you master the art of delegation and automation. Finally, let's not forget about Kiander's secret weapons: rest and wellness. Yes, you heard it right. In the relentless pursuit of productivity, we often sideline two critical factors that directly impact our efficiency: our rest and wellness. Kiander asserts that working smarter is not just about managing tasks and time more effectively, but also about managing ourselves. He emphasizes that regular rest, good nutrition and exercise are not luxuries, but necessities. They not only rejuvenate us physically, but also mentally, keeping our minds sharp and focused. When we neglect rest and wellness, we may seem to be working more, but in reality, our productivity plummets and our work quality suffers. So, in the grand scheme of working smarter, remember to prioritize your well-being. Take that lunch break, get your beauty sleep, and don't skip that gym session, because ultimately, our greatest asset is ourselves. So, working smarter also means taking care of yourself. So, what's the result of implementing these tips? Well, let's delve into that. The shift from working harder to working smarter creates a profound impact on your life. It's like swapping a blunt old knife for a razor-sharp chef's blade. Your tasks become easier to manage, your stress levels drop, and your productivity skyrockets. Imagine being able to complete your work well within office hours, leaving you with ample time to pursue your hobbies or spend quality time with your loved ones. Sounds like a distant dream? It's not. The key is to focus on efficiency rather than effort. This shift also enhances your well-being. Reducing overtime and stress leads to improved mental health, creating a more balanced life. You'll find yourself more focused and energized both at work and at home. The benefits of working smarter are immense and can truly transform your life. Remember, it's not about working harder, but working smarter.